What's going on, guys? This is Ralph from Between Two Forks, back today again with another recipe. So today we are making the mother of all pastas, Cacio E Pepe. Cacio E Pepe means cacio, cheese, e pepe, pepe meaning pepper, and in this case, black pepper. So it is 3 ingredients: spaghetti, cheese, and black pepper. Extremely frugal, extremely minimalistic. Very traditional Italian dish. And so today I'm going to put a slight spin to it, and hold on a second, okay? Before you skip to the next video saying, this is not a traditional Italian dish, I'm not even going to look at it. Let me extend an olive branch to you. I am deeply rooted to my traditions. I am a Chinese immigrant, and I love my traditions, and I respect them deeply, and I know Italians are very, very deeply rooted in their tradition, and I absolutely respect it. But I also believe that sometimes traditions are barriers, okay? Traditions can hinder growth and evolution of certain things to make things better. And especially in the food world, I believe sometimes traditions set up barriers and boundaries that keep us from growing and elevating certain dishes to another level. And when you break down these traditions and these barriers, and you see a huge horizon beyond that. And before I keep ranting on, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to incorporate 2 ingredients, frugal ingredients, from the Chinese pantry. Number 1 being salted egg yolks. Number 2 being fried shallots. 2 great ingredients that you can use on a daily basis to put in many different dishes to elevate and add a little bit of extra umami or extra flavor to it. And so I'm going to add these 2 ingredients to Cacio E Pepe to let you guys have a different dish throughout your weekday, because I know everyone's very busy. So it's just a very easy dish as well. It's just 2 additional ingredients. So 5 ingredients total. Okay? And before we move on to cooking, if you guys like what you see, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. It will mean the world to me. And let's get cooking. Alright, you know what? Hold on a second before we get started to cook. Let's talk a little bit about salted egg yolks, right? So salted egg yolks are extremely easy to make. And you can usually find these pre-packed like these. This is salted egg yolks, duck egg yolks to be specific. And these are already pre-cooked and vacuum sealed in a pack like this. Anyhow, so you can make these yourself if you want to, or you can just buy them at an Asian grocery store. And if you can't find them at an Asian grocery store, you can buy them online as well. I know some places sell them, but if you can't find them anywhere and you're interested in learning how to make these, please comment below, and we can go through a video on how to make salted egg yolks. So now we can get started. Let's get cooking. Alright guys, so we are going to be cooking everything in one pan today. So we're going to be using this number 12 smithy, and it is actually big enough to fit your normal size spaghetti into it lengthwise. So it is always good to have a big cast iron skillet on hand like this number 12 smithy. Alright guys, I know I said just black pepper, but I'm using mixed peppercorn here because it looks prettier, and it also has an extra layer of flavor from the different peppercorns, right? Next up, you want to toast the peppercorns. You want to toast them until you start smelling them. Once you start smelling them, that means the oils are being released from the peppercorn, and you want to remove them off the heat before you burn them. And please do not grind these until you're ready to use them. And Cacio E Pepe can't have Cacio E Pepe without Pocorino Romano cheese. I know it looks like there's a lot of cheese here, but it's really not that much for the amount of pasta we're making today. And honestly, can you have too much cheese? I don't think you can have too much cheese. We have about 16 ounces of pasta here. Do not forget to salt your pasta water, right? Bring enough water to a boil that can cover the pasta in the pan, probably about half an inch or so. And you want to smooth them back and forth like I'm doing here. The reason you want to do that is so your pasta doesn't stick together when it cooks and it turns into a giant lump
and it's just going to be a big mess. So just smooth them back and forth gently until you get this. You start cooking it down, the water's evaporated or absorbed into the pasta, and you can see the water's just a little thin. And I know Alex, French Guy Cooking, recommends using a concentrated batch of starch water from a different batch of pasta. I'm adding cornstarch water here. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but let's be honest guys, I'm trying to make this easy, and there's no easier way to get starchy water than to mix a little bit of cornstarch in water. And as you can see here, my water's already dried up a little bit, and I'm about to add a little bit more starchy water here. And I've tried both ways, and this is just a very easy and quick way to do it. So next, you want to add the Pocorino Romano cheese to your pasta. Oh my god, this Pocorino smells so good. And as you can see, once you start mixing and tossing the cheese into the pasta and it starts melting, you notice that it has that very signature gooiness from a great and well-made Cacio E Pepe. You know what that means, guys? That means the cornstarch water is working. It looks a little dry from here because the excess heat from the pan has dried up a little bit moisture, so you might want to add a little bit more pasta water to the dish. Freshly ground black pepper, of course. And then next, you see here, this is the salted egg yolks. So how you want to incorporate the salted egg yolks is you want to use like a microplaner to, not microplaner, but like a zester, and grate it into the pasta. Toss it here a little bit, give it a nice toss, and you can start smelling the aromas from the salted egg yolks. It's very subtle, but it adds a great extra layer of flavor to it. Here you want to add a handful of the fried shallots, and I have to say this dish can definitely benefit from a little bit of garlic. I mean, what dish can't benefit from garlic? So anyhow, this is my rendition of an easy and I guess Asianized version of Cacio E Pepe with some extra fun ingredients that you can incorporate into your daily lives. And if you guys like what you see, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. It'll mean the world to me, and I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.